Understanding your lead type categories. This is something that is very unique to Furnished Finder. Okay, very unique because we are a direct connection site, right? We are a site where we promote direct bookings. You get to make the booking. You don't do it through us. We're not going to take that commission. We're not going to take that booking fee. Okay, so you are in control, but we separate your lead types for you to try to help you secure the best booking that you can. So a direct booking request or direct booking inquiry, when you see this pop up on your top line, this is someone who has looked at your individual listing, okay? And they have said, I want to book this property, this one right here. I want to book it. They are looking for next steps, okay? Now you can see they also might call you and they also might send you a message. So if you get a text message, if someone calls you, I have had travelers all the time just call me, answer the phone. If they say that they found you on Furnished Finder, they found you on Furnished Finder. So go ahead and these people are specifically interested in your property. So you're going to be queued up to go ahead and confirm those details and work through the booking process that I'll walk you through in just a couple minutes here, okay? Next is your general housing requests. Housing requests are something very unique and specific to our platform. So you see this form on the right here. This is a tool that travelers can use and do use to put in a housing request. Sometimes these matchmakers or someone who's looking to place multiple travelers will use them as well. But essentially, this is a tool that a traveler can use that says, hey, you know what? I am a little overwhelmed about looking on the map, or I'm short on time looking on the map, or Furnished Finder, I want you to do some of the hard work for me. And they fill in this form and it tells us where they're traveling, when they're traveling, how big of a property they need, do they have pets, their property type, all their budget, all these things. And then what happens in the background of our system is we match their needs with anybody who has those properties that fills all of those needs. Okay, so if you get a general housing request or an active housing request, we call it an active housing request because these can expire or a user can delete them if they have found housing, so they stop getting responses. What you see in here is someone has filled out this form and told us exactly what they want, and you have exactly what they want. It is a 100% match. The dates line up, the budget lines up, the need for pets lines up, the property type lines up. So we're saying, look, this is a perfect match. Now it's up to you. Okay. Now, the thing to know is that this could be distributed to many landlords if there are many landlords who fit that bill of what they're looking for. So it's going to be up to you to respond quickly, thoroughly, and communicate to secure that booking. The next one you're going to have, and I want you to make sure that you have this on, it is a setting that you'll see in your leads section, is an unmatched housing request. Or here you can see it's called an active unmatched housing request, again, because a traveler can turn it off if they have found housing. This is when they fill out that form, and what you have is almost a match. Okay, it is almost a match. Maybe they're looking for a 2-bed pet friendly and their budget is $2,000, and you have a 2-bed pet friendly that's $2,100. It's so close that we think it is worthwhile to share that lead with you in hopes that you guys might be able to find some common ground, right? Maybe the availability dates are a couple of days off, but I've had people who have stayed in a hotel for a couple of days so that they can stay at my property after. Or maybe I'm like, you know what, I reserved the weekend for doing the cleaning. I don't need that long. I can get you in earlier. Or I wouldn't normally be pet friendly, but you have an iguana. I'm totally pet friendly with that. Or you have a non-shedding dog. I'm cool with that. Whatever it is, okay? Remember, these also go to multiple landlords. If you open it up and you're like, that's not a fit at all, that's okay, right? You don't need to do anything with it. The thing I would encourage you, though, is to make some observations through these and say, man, I really didn't want to have pets, but I'm getting so many unmatched housing requests for pets. Maybe I should consider it, right? Or I'm getting so many unmatched housing requests that are $500 below my price. Is it time for me to assess pricing? Just make some observations. Sometimes you can do something meaningful with those and sometimes you can't. And that's okay, but it will help you understand your market more. Okay, this is one of my favorite slides because it takes these types of leads and really simplifies it. So again, you'll get this recording, but I like this as a screenshot. A direct booking request is the only type that is interested in your specific property. They are a complete match and they have potential for a landlord match. Now, all of these have potential for a successful booking. Active housing requests are a complete match with your details. Active, even though they're not only interested in your property and they're not a complete match, there's still potential. And remember, people can still reach out via text, via phone, via just messaging. You might just get a message from someone on the site that doesn't come in through one of these avenues. We are trying to maximize the way that good, solid connections can be made. So if you're saying, like, let's say you're like, oh, I haven't gotten any direct booking requests. That's okay. Let's take a look at what you have gotten. Okay. A lot of times next right here is, okay, I have a really good lead. I see that someone submitted a booking request, but what do I do? Best practices, respond ASAP, right? One of the biggest frustrations our tenants share with us is that they message someone and they don't get back to them. Even if it's not a match, just say that, right? I've had people who have reached out through a direct booking request and we chat and we actually find out it's not a match because of, some of the fees or some small detail, and it's not a match. But then they actually circle and come back and it does work out. But it's because I responded, even if it wasn't a match. Be thorough, okay? Don't just reply to them and say, hi, I got your message. Looks good. Include, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. I can't wait to host you. Here's a link to my property in case you forgot which one you inquired about. It's $2,200 a month. It's located on, I-6 and I-42. Just made those interstates up. It's pet friendly. Do you have a pet? I'd love to learn more about you and why you're coming to the area. Do you have any questions about the property? And then follow up, right? If you haven't heard back, follow up. So pay close attention to kind of those habits. You can also save templates in your messaging on Furnished Finder, which I find to be really helpful as well. And you can even tell them, hey, do you want to chat on the phone? Like, this is something that's unique to Furnished Finder is you can chat on the phone. We're not going to block you sending a phone number. We're not going to block you sending an email address. Communicate however it's best for you and your tenant to communicate. These are some sample replies. I will not read through them. I know everybody here is capable of reading, but this is just a good example about how a response to a direct booking inquiry can be different than a response to an active unmatched housing request, because they're just coming in two different ways. So I would encourage you to read this later or grab a screenshot, but it should be pretty intuitive.